Today we will be testing the premium stochastic oscillator. But before we do, if you have not watched the first video on the channel and all the videos after that, you need to go do that now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. There is also a link down below to sign up for TradingView. You can save a little bit of money if you use the link below to sign up for your account. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. Lastly, if you would like a list of all the indicators we have tested along with their win rates, but you aren't interested in watching all the videos on the channel, you can sign up for our $9 Patreon, and you will receive the complete list of indicators. We also would like to introduce our Patreon exclusive Discord channel. As a $9 Patreon, you will be invited to join an exclusive Discord channel where we will give you a list of winning indicators and links for the MT platform, give you winning strategies, post trade ideas, give advanced advice, and much more. So click the link below to join our Patreon. Alright, as I said, today we will be testing the premium stochastic oscillator. Before we do though, I wanted to put the testing scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested a total of 51 different strategies, with 13 of them being profitable. We have also tested a total of 653 indicators, with 265 of them being winners. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. So go back and watch those videos and see what you can get out of those winning indicators. And keep in mind that we test most of these strategies and indicators on the Forex market, but they can be applied to just about any market universally. Alright, so today's indicator is the premium stochastic oscillator. We've actually tested this one on the last two videos. And so on the very first one, we had the overbought and oversold. Let me turn on a couple of these lines right here. And so we had the upper overbought and the lower oversold, and we looked for the oscillating line to break down below or up above one of those two areas and then cross back into the middle zone. And so that one did not do too well at all. And then on yesterday's video, the way we tested it was we looked for the oscillating line to break up above this blue line here. It's kind of a middle zone at the 20 marker and the negative 20. And we looked for that line to also break to the downside below this red line. And so when it broke up above the blue, we would go long. When it broke down below the red here, we would then go short. That worked out actually really well. Really decent win rate, as well as a really decent number of trades within the 1 year's time. One of the viewers mentioned that we should try it as a zero line cross, and so basically we would have no kind of buffer zone. We would only trade it when it crossed up above the zero line or down below the zero line. We would go long or we would go short. And so, and another viewer seemed to agree that that would be a valid way to try to test it as well. Now, I did mention in the last video that I generally am not a huge fan of the zero line cross indicators. They're very similar to the moving averages, and the same reason that we end up with such a horrible win rate on moving averages is because there is no kind of buffer. There's really no filter to kind of filter out choppiness, and we end up getting kind of pinballed in and out of trades and end up with these clusters of losing trades. And so that seems to kind of be the case with zero line cross indicators as well. Now this one does kind of seem to move a little bit slower, and so that might take out some of that issue that we'll have of kind of getting pinballed so fast in and out of trades. Don't really know. Let's see what will happen here. Let's go ahead and get on with the testing and see what we can get out of it. All right, so the first trade that we pick up is a long. You can see that we get that nice cross above the zero line right there. And then we get a really nice push to the upside. Really long wick on this candle right here, pushed up really nicely, got us to our take profit. Let's go ahead and continue on. All right, we then pick up this short right here on this one. We get a little bit of a pullback right here, but then a consolidation and a push to the downside there. That does come down and get us to our take profit. We then pick up this long right here. You can see that we get pretty much sideways consolidation right there, but we do get a couple of these candles that form some really nice long wicks to the upside, which comes up just far enough to hit our 80 pip take profit. So what I'm going to do here is go ahead and fast forward through the rest of the testing. That way things don't take too long, and we'll pick this up when we are at the end of the year. All right, so that's going to put us at the end right there. Before we take a look at what this was able to achieve, now would be a good time to say that if you are interested in excelling your trading knowledge, I highly recommend that you join our Patreon only channel on our Discord server. You can find a link to our Patreon down below, as well as a link to our Discord. Once you sign up as a patron, it'll give you access to the Patreon only channel, where we post some really great advanced information about trading strategies, trading indicators, and trading philosophy in general. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, you'll get access to the full list of indicators that we have tested. That comes in an Excel version and a PDF version, and you will get that full list of indicators showing exactly which indicators were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates. And you'll get access to an Excel sheet of all the strategies that we have tested that shows exactly which strategies were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates, and links to go back and review those individual strategies. And so there is a lot of benefits to becoming a patron of the channel, and it doesn't cost hardly anything at all. I highly recommend it. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our indicator here. Get everything kind of in focus. That should be good there. All right, let's go ahead and count it out and see what we have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So we have 13 trades all together. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. We have 9 winning trades. And so that is going to meet that 60% criteria that we were looking for. And so give us a little bit less on the number of trades for the 1 year's time. little bit less on the win rate as well, and so it's just a little under 70%, whereas it was able to do 75% on the video last time, yesterday's video. And so now, of course, we do have to account for the fact that it is a different pair, and so it's not going to be exactly ideal, but not too bad anyways. 70% isn't too bad. 13 trades isn't too bad. It's just, again, slightly down from what it was able to achieve with a little bit of a buffer zone in between there. There were some moments where I thought we were going to get that pinball action that I was worried about, specifically right here where we barely kind of came up and crest into these areas right here. I am curious on whether or not we could have saved ourselves maybe 1 or 2 losing trades using the kind of center lines that we had in place. Let's see, turn that and that on. Nope, looks like just about every trade would have still been about the same. It doesn't appear as though we would have kind of saved ourselves at all. And so yeah, all in all, another pretty solid way to trade this one or use this type of indicator was to use it as a 0 line cross. It was a nice call out by the viewers there. Definitely like that input. Like being able to test things that the viewers recommend whenever I get a chance. And so this one is going to stay on the yes list, and we will add this to the marker as the number 3 test for it. And from here, we will move on to the next indicator.